Hello, welcome to SysJohn. In this video, you will learn about how to deal with images in Python. What you will get from this video, you will get how to use Pillow library, how we can crop images, how we can copying one image and pasting into another image, how we can resizing of images, and how we can rotating images like in 90-degree, 180-degree, and transparency label. And the last one is after doing all this activity how we can save images. Let's begin. So here our program start in Python, how we can deal with images. So how to interact with images: install Pillow library if not installed by using pip install Pillow. Pillow is a library which allow us to do uh, retrieval and copying and editing with images. So in my scenario it is already installed pip install Pillow. If in your system it is not installed, so follow this code or command. Now from pil, so it is a case sensitive, it's a Pillow library name, import image. Image is a class. Okay, so here is a we imported a image. Now we have a variable name image1 equal to image is our Pillow library we have saved as image dot open function. We will open image1 dot jpg which is already stored on my system. Now if you want to check a type of this image, type equal to, inside it we are providing a variable none, so type it is giving us pil dot jpg image plugin dot jpg image file. So this is a file which we are getting it. Image1 is the image which we have stored into variable. We run that variable in a cell, so we get this image. This image is a which is stored in our my local system. So I took that image by using a Pillow library, put into one variable, and I execute that variable. Now if you want to check a size of an image, so here we have to provide the variable name where our image is stored, image dot size. So here size it is giving is a 268 188, it is a length and breadth. Now you want to check a name of a file, so here is our variable name image1 dot file name. So it will give you a file name, what is the name of that image file or a image1 dot jpg, and it will give you the format on which format that image is. You want to see the description, so here variable name dot format underscore description, so it will give you a description jpg iso 10918. So here we just saw how to take an image from local system and display in a notepad, Jupyter notebook. Okay, now we will see how to crop images. Crop means some part from that image we will crop it and save it. So here we are not saving it, we are just directly cropping, because for saving we need a variable where we will store the cropped part of an image. So here is our image1 is our variable name dot crop. Inside braces there is another brace where we are putting a x and y coordinate. So 10 10, so it will be the, it will start from top left, from length 10, from breadth 10, and it will go beyond till 90 and 80. So we can say it is x1 like this, x1 comma y1 comma x2 comma y2. So this would be the coordinate from where our image will start cropping, and it will go to the till the coordinate where it will end. So after executing this command, if you see, here is our image which is cropped. Now we have another image, we are using the same command, image2 is our variable name which we took equal to image dot open function, and here our image is image2 dot jpg. We ran this command, stored the image into image2 variable. Now we are executing that variable which have stored the image. So this is the image which get stored and it is getting displayed. Same thing here, we are again checking a size of a image, so there is no major difference. 268 176 is a size. Now we will do some changes in this size, width and height with coordinates, where we will able to make a smaller or larger size by using a crop function. So start at the top. So 0 0 will be the top left corner. Here if you see that the point from where this image started displaying. So first part, or a xy coordinate, we are taking here as a 0 0. Grab about 10%. So for 10 in y axis, so we divided by 10, and about 30% in x direction, so we divided by 3. So it will give us a whatever the value we are providing, it will take the 30% of that, and here it will take a 10%. So we just give another variable name just for understanding. W is for width, h is for height. So here we are taking a height as 10% of this value, and here we are taking as a 3% of this value. After that we are running this command where our variable name is, then crop function, there is braces, inside there is another braces, xy coordinate, then wh, width and height coordinate. So after executing this code, we are getting a output as this image, where if you see the image I have is bit smaller, but we extended the size from width and height. So from right part, if you see, it is showing only blank, or sorry, blank black image, because our image is not bigger, it is in small in size. So here again if you see, I am running the same variable which we stored at the start of this code or a image. So this is our original image which we have stored, and if you want to check the size, it's giving the same size. But if you will ask why this image is not getting displayed, because we have not stored this image after cropping into any variable. If you want to see another example here, again here our x coordinate start with 0, y is 1100, width is 1550 by 3, and height is 1300 with the same images. So here we just applied the value, the variable name, and it's giving us a image as blank, because there is no such image with this coordinate available. Let's see another command where this is our first image which we have stored into image1 variable. If you check the size is same, 268 188. Just for understanding, we are giving this halfway as a variable name. So 268 by 2, so the x coordinate where we are taking, it will be half. So halfway means this value minus 20, and width halfway plus 20. So here we took one calculation for x coordinate. Here y equal to 80, height h equal to 125, and we are running the same command, image1 dot crop parenthesis. Inside it there is another parenthesis, and we are providing x and y coordinate variable, w and h coordinate. So it will take a value which we have defined in a previous cell, and after running we are getting a small image which is getting cropped from our original image. Still it is not saved, because we have not saved or altered into the same variable or a new variable. Even if we run a normal image1 variable, so it will give us a original image, but we can crop it. Now copying and pasting images means, there is a image, if you see here in our output there is image, and on top left another image which we have cropped, we have pasted it. So for that we have a variable copy underscore paste equal to image1, where our original image is saved. Now we want to crop it, so we are cropping with the same coordinates which we have defined earlier. Now this part will crop a image and it will store into copy underscore paste variable. Now we want to paste this image into the original image. So image1 variable where our original image is, we want to paste the cropped image in the top of the original image. Then paste function inside it in equal to copy underscore paste is a variable where our cropped image is saved, and we are giving us a box equal to 0 by 0. Okay, 0 comma 0. So it will start at the start of a image, x and y coordinate, and after that we have executed this variable where our pasting thing has been done. So if you see in our output, there is our base image, and on the top left there is a small image which is a cropped image which is getting pasted into the original one. Same thing if you want to do and store into some images where our x coordinate or y coordinate can differ. No changes in the code, only the coordinate part we are changing. 796 would be the x, 0 would be the y, and after executing image 1 it is showing a same image. Now resizing, how we can resize means there is a x image and how we can make it y size or a increase in size or decrease in size by just providing a values. Same image we are referring it, image1 dot size. So 268 188 is a size. Now for another coordinate we are giving image1 dot size. So what it will do, it will store 268 into h and 188 into w. We are splitting the size into two variable. Another, we have another variable name as we took new underscore h equal to, we are converting into integer. H means 188 divided by 3. So the value get stored into new underscore h variable. Another variable new underscore w equal to integer. We are converting this value into integer. The value w is 188 divided by 3. Sorry, in first part it was 268 divided by 3, in second it is 188 by 3. So it will get stored, and again we are resizing it. So the original image dot resize, and here the value will get supplied. After that, if you see, the image is getting shrinked or little bit smaller than the original one. If you want to increase it, you can follow the same one, image1 dot resize in braces 1000 and 3300. So if you see, the image is getting extended or expanded. So here you can resize the image. If you want to increase the size, if you want to decrease the size of the image, you can do it. Let's see another scenario or a topic where we can rotate the image in a 90 degree, whatever the degree you want to. So original image, this is our variable name where our image is stored, dot rotate, and we want to rotate this image till 80 degree. So after executing this code, if you see, there is the output which is giving us an image in a 80 degree. But if you see here, some of the part of this image is cropped because it was not getting fit into the frame which is the image is occupying. So what we can do, we have another set of command where we can write expand equal to true. So what it will do, it will fit your image into this box only. It will not go outside this box. So this is a rotation of an image. You can do in 180 degree, 360 degree. Here I took as a 80 degree. Now transparency, another topic, transparency. So what transparency means, like when we increase the contrast of the image, brightness of an image, we can do with the transparency concept. We can do add an alpha value RGB, red green blue, stands for red green blue alpha, where values can go from 0 to 255. So here our value will means the color, which is a color combination code which will vary between 0 to 255. If alpha is 0, the image is completely transparent. If it is 25 255, then it is completely obscure. Okay, now again we are referring here another image. We have a variable name as image equal to 3 equal to image class dot open function, and here we are providing a image 3 when we execute. So this is a image which we stored into image 3 variable. We want to open another image. Image 4 is a variable name equal to image dot open function and image 4 dot jpg, and the image which we are referring for image 4 is this one. Okay, now we want to make some changes into that. So here is a image 3 dot put alpha. Here we are providing a level, or you can say how much transparency level we want to mix with the image. After that, if you see, here is a image which is different than the original one. If you want to mask image or do some little feature into it, so image dot paste, which we saw earlier, image 3, on the same image we are pasting the image which will start with 00 coordinate, mask. So what it will mask, it will masking the same image, means earlier the original images, and on that we are pasting the cropped transparented image. So if you see this lower one, there is no much difference, it's the same one because we pasted this masked image into the original image. Now we'll see another topic named as saving images. Once everything is done, now you have to save these images. So what you will do, the implemented images dot, here is image 3 is just a variable name dot save, and whatever the name you want to give while saving, because if you see in earlier part we were referring the jpg image. Now while saving, we are saving this image in a png format. So once the image is saved, now to check it is saved, if it is saved, so we can open it. So another variable we took as a new underscore image equal to image function dot open, and here we are providing a image name including the extension, and after executing it we are getting the image which we have saved. So by default it is getting saved in my C user admin. In your case, if the user name is different and the path we have selected different, so it will go into that default path. Okay, so here we covered multiple topics how to deal with images. We'll see you on a next session. Thank you.